What's up, everyone? It's Hey John, and I jabber opportunities nonstop. And in today's video, I want to continue my coverage of Terra Luna and UST. Oh my God. Yesterday, I was telling you guys it was going to be the play of 2022, and currently, it only looks like it's giving you a bigger discount. Now, why is that? Did you get in? Are you going to get in? If you're in, how much are you down? What's going on in your mindset? Are you freaking out? Are you having a good time? Well, I'll tell you everything that you need to know with the most up-to-date information about Terra Luna. And believe it or not, there is some very bullish news. And I believe that when the market gets more word of this, I believe Terra Luna will turn around. Terra Luna has dropped 99.7% in under a week. That's good for UST. Really? I don't know about that one, but okay. The selling pressure on Luna started over the weekend as investors liquidated their earnings on Anchor, a Terra protocol for earning yields on UST, pushing interest rates lower. Since last Friday, going from 14 billion UST to 3.7 billion UST. That is one of the reasons as to why Anchor is sinking so much. And that is also why we're seeing the Luna and UST fall back down, because everyone is freaking out. Everyone is running to the door and they're all fighting to exit at the same time. And thereby you're seeing a huge decrease in the price action. There could have been a few things put in place, such as maybe only allow a certain amount of withdrawal per day, have a limit. Yes, it wouldn't be as quote unquote quick, but it would give you time to process this information and to react accordingly. And now we have everyone flooding to the exits and everyone's freaking out and the markets are tanking. And it doesn't help that we are currently in a quote unquote bear market. But as they say, you should be buying when there's blood on the streets. Of course, that is a saying. That is not me telling you to buy. So here is the bullish news from Terra UST, and this is the Terra Money official Twitter account. The prevailing peg pressure on UST from its current supply overhang is rendering severe dilution of Luna. Proposal to burn the remaining UST in the community pool. TFL will burn the remaining 371 million UST cross-chain on Ethereum. TFL just staked 240 million of Luna to defend from network governance attacks. Overall, approximately 1.388 billion will be eliminated from the UST supply upon executing the three proposed items above. This equates to roughly 11% of the outstanding supply. Ladies and gentlemen, that is very bullish news because currently we're seeing rampant inflation. And as you know, the way these protocols work is that if some Terra Luna is created, then thereby you get some UST. It is just that simple to put it into a TLDR. So essentially, you can get a positive feedback loop if one follows the other, whether it's up or down. So currently we're in a downward cycle. So we're seeing more and more being minted and more sold. This is an algorithm, so that means it's programmed, and that means that whatever parameters they have in there, it's programmed to either buy or sell based on certain scenarios. And currently we are experiencing one of the more extreme scenarios. So this is a reaction to try to alleviate and fix the problem by burning and taking away supply. I think that's fantastic. I think that if you are a Terra Luna owner, I mean, depending on when you buy, this could be amazing news or just, okay, thanks. So it really depends on where you're sitting at. Well, I told you guys in a previous video that I would get into Terra Luna once I see an opportunity, and that opportunity has arisen, and check it out. So here I am showing you guys that I bought some Luna. I told you guys I would, and I did. And the question is, will this be going up or down? Of course, this is an earlier part of the day, and I did not bet the whole house or the whole farm on this. This is just a small play to see where this goes. And the reason why I bought is because when I saw this news, I said, you know what? This is going to be the news that I want to see when I buy some Terra Luna. And that's the primary reason as to why I bought, because you have to understand that Mr. Do Kwon, well, he is a man that has most of his wealth tied up in this. So it behooves him to want to save his protocol, to save his project, because if it goes down, so does he. And you can bank on one thing in the world, it's human greed and self-preservation. Well, maybe two things. But the point being is that I saw these two criterias filled for me, check, check. So I said, you know what? I will throw some into the fire pit. And currently, it's not looking too good, but that's okay because this is going to be one of my swing trades, but it could also be a potential investment depending on how it plays out. Now, do I think Terra Luna is over? Not really, only because, and I know some of you guys may not agree with this, it's only because this was a top 10 project literally 3 or 4 days ago. Has a fundamentals change? Ask yourself that question. I would say no. The project, the ecosystem, everything is still functioning the way it should, with the exception of UST, the stable coin. Well, the rumor is that BlackRock and Citadel, well, they're pulling a GME on Luna. Okay, folks, I want to show you something here. This is called an order book, and you can essentially see where the money's at. You can see here, folks, at 001, there's over 1 trillion, okay? 1 trillion. 002, 506 billion. So you can see here, folks, just look at all these numbers right here for the green, which means people are trying to buy stuff. You can see that there's more greens than there is red in terms of numbers. So what this essentially means is that when you see the order book full of green and bigger numbers, then that means that more people are putting in buy orders at a lower price point. And then as you can see here, the red is the sell points, and there isn't as much sales as there is buying. So what this means is that you're going to see people move up their buy orders as they wait for people to try to sell, and they want to try to collect some of those cheap Lunas. Now, the problem is that not everyone is aware of the news. So with that being said, if you're the early bird to the worm, such as myself, well, you are understanding the news, and you are understanding that, hey, you know what? The protocol can possibly survive, keyword possibly survive. And right now you're seeing mega discounts, and people are still waking up in America right now. They're like, oh, okay, what? Okay, sell, panic sell. And boom, those folks in the order books are getting a cheap buy orders, and they get triggered and they get it for cheaper. And there is not as much sell pressure as you would like to think. Now you're saying, hey, John, what are you talking about? It's down over 99.8%. And you know what? You are absolutely right. But do understand that it's currently down 99.8%. Ladies and gentlemen, how much more of a discount do you expect? I don't know what you're expecting here. Are you expecting a 99.99% discount? Ladies and gentlemen, this isn't a Lysol bleach wipe where when you wipe it on the surface, it kills 99.99% of bacteria on contact. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a cryptocurrency market. If you get a 99.8% discount, I can say, in my opinion, and I feel very strongly about this, that there is something called a dead cat bounce. Now, how high will this bounce be? Who knows? So what is a dead cat bounce? Well, it's a saying that even if you throw something over a building, no matter what it is, it'll make a boop, a bounce. Even if it splats all together, it'll still make a bounce, and you will see a little movement. And that is my point. Now, am I saying that this will go back to $120? Absolutely not. It's impossible, and here's why. Okay, folks, so look at the historical data right here. This is the amount of circulating supply, 343 million, 342, and now on May 12th, 1.46 billion. But it depends on a website you go to. So if you go to Coin Market Cap, currently the circulating supply is 3.45 billion Lunas. If you go to CoinGecko, it says 31.4 billion. So you are literally seeing different websites, different data aggregators having different market supply numbers. So right now everything is in the air. So right now everything is very dusty, and you cannot even see past 1 feet. So the question is, how daring are you? Are you brave enough to make the plunge to make a few dollars? Or are you going to sit this out and watch from the sideline? Well, it's okay to do either which way, because as you know, and I always say this to you guys, scared money don't make no money, but at the same token, scared money gets to keep some of their money too, right? And I've been telling you guys for the longest time, sometimes the best play is no play. But of course, I made the plunge, so now I'm committed. I didn't put a lot, but the point being is that I am looking for a bounce of sorts, and I believe we will get it. And I think it'll be coming in the next few weeks, and I can be patient for a few weeks because As you know, I didn't put very much into it, so that means I am able to be very patient and very methodical in terms of how I react to these markets. The best way for you guys to support the channel is by liking, sharing, and subscribing. And most importantly, have an awesome day, and I will catch you all on the next one.